Welcome students. So today we are going to learn about the compound interest. Compound interest. Okay. You have already learned about simple interest. There will be two types of interest. Okay. First is simple interest. Simple interest we have already learned about simple interest in class 7. And in class 7 you have already learned about simple interest. Now in class 8 I will start from R.S. Agarwal math book, compound interest. Now what is the compound interest? Okay, compounds for computing the simple interest, what I have done is previously, that what is the formula for finding the simple interest? P into T into R by 100. This is the finding simple interest of a certain sum. Okay, where P was my principal, T is my time, and R is my rate. Okay, so P is my principal. So the simple interest for a certain sum P for a time T or rate R is equal to SI is equal to PTR by 100. So that was my formula for finding the simple interest. Okay. Now let us take one example. Here we have to given the find the amount, we have given find the amount of the compound interest on rupees 2500 for 2 years at 10% per annum compounded annually. Okay, so for that, here if we solve this question, first I am solving this question with using this formula, so that you can understand the concept of compound interest. Okay, now here exercise number 11A, R.S. Agarwal EX 11A. Okay, exercise 11A. So find the amount, the compound interest rupees 2500 for 2 years at 10% per annum compounded annually. So for that we have to first compute. Here my principal equal to rupees 2500. Okay, time equal to 2 year given. Okay, and 10% per annum, rate is equal to 10%. Now if we have to find the simple interest, okay, if we have to find the simple interest, then what we have done? We have done simple this formula, put over here the result, this the given data put over here, and we are getting the simple interest. Okay, now what is the compound interest? Compound interest is a different thing. Compound interest means first we have to compute first 1 year. This is time 2 years. First 2 year, 2 means 1 plus 1. Okay, we have to compute first 1 year interest. Whatever we have got, then the interest at 10% per annum, that should be computed in the next year. Okay, so for compound interest we have to find first simple interest, then we have to come over one amount, and then we have to put that amount again, and we have to got the result. Suppose we have to find the compound interest of this. Okay, so for that we have to do first take P is equal to 2500, T is equal to first 1 year, T is equal to 2 year total, first 1 year. first 1 year. Okay, and rate is this. So my first simple interest would be 2500 into 1 into 10 by 100. Okay, so my amount, what is my amount? 2500 250 2700. So that is my required amount. Okay, for the next year, so this is for the first year, for first 1 year, and for next second year we are taking the principal equal to 2700. Okay, T is equal to again 1 year and rate is equal to 10%. Rate is equal to 10%. So again my interest, if we from simple interest formula, 2700 into 1 into 10 by 100. Sorry, this is 2750. 2750. This is 2750 into 1 into 10. Okay, this 275. So again we are adding this 275 to my new amount. Okay, so the total amount equal to 2750 plus 275 is equal to rupees 3025. So 3025. So that is my compound interest of rupees 2500 for 2 years at the rate of 10% per annum. So this is okay. Now if we have to compute the simple interest of that, what we have to do? Only with the simple interest we are taking T as 2 and T as 2500, T as 2, rate is equal to 110 and this is 100. So this equal to 500 simple interest. So my new amount should be 2500 plus 500. That's equal to 3000. Okay, so this is my new amount. So this is the difference between the simple interest and compound interest. Hope you understand the compound interest. Now to computing the compound interest, okay, to computing the compound interest we have to do direct formula. We have not do any steps like that. For this computing we have to make 2 steps. Now for computing that we don't need to do any steps like that. We have to compute only by formula. Okay, so here my total amount is this and compound interest is what? This plus this 250 plus 275. That means rupees. So this is my compound interest and this is my simple interest. So this is the basic difference between the simple interest. Now, so this is the basic formula. We have to do the compound interest from direct formula. Just like what we have find in simple interest. Okay. Now for direct formula, the direct formula for finding the compound interest. Okay. First we have to find the amount. Compound interest amount should be P into 1 plus R by 100 whole to the power n, where P is my principal, R we are taking small r or capital whatever. Capital R we are taking in RS book, capital R given. R is equal to rate, and n is equal to, n is my number of years, time is equal to n year. Okay, so this is the formula for direct the finding the amount in compound interest. Next, compound interest. What is compound interest? Amount minus principal. That is my compound interest. That is P into 1 plus R by 100 whole to the power n minus P. P into 1 plus R by 100 whole to the power n minus 1. So that is my required compound interest. Do you understand? So now we have to direct find this compound interest by putting this formula, so that we have to make any two lines. Now here n equal P is equal to 2500, okay, and T is equal to 1 plus rate is 10%, n is equal to 2 years, n is equal to 2 years minus 1. So by calculating that, we are getting the compound interest. Look, let's look. This is 110 by 100. If we have to compute that, we are getting 21 by 100. Multiplying 21 by 25. 525 rupees, 525. So this is this is my compound interest. Okay, and for finding the amount, we have to put this formula. So amount is 2500 into 1 plus R. What is R? R means 10 by 100 whole to the power 2. 110 by 100 into 110 by 100. 121 multiplied with 25. Rupees 3025. Rupees 3025. So that was my amount. So this is my direct formula for finding the compound interest and the amount of a certain sum, certain principal at a certain date, at a certain period of time. Okay. Let us do one more. Hope you are understanding that.